Good morning. Welcome to yet another edition of the Queen G Live Experience. I am your host, Queen G. Whew. Okay, I want to start this show by saying woosah. I'm saying that for myself too. Woosah. Let's just take a moment, breathe, meditate, you know. And that is my message for this morning as the opening. I want you guys to know that this is a season of chaos, okay? This is a season of craziness. Like stuff is going completely different than what we ever have seen in our lives, okay? But don't let that be a deterrent for the focus you have to keep during these seasons, okay? We got to stay focused. I just want y'all to know we got to stay focused. There is no way that we can get thrown off by what's going on around us. Okay. That's why I started the show. Woosah. Woosah. Bring it down. I've been up all night, y'all. I had to do hair last night. You know, I'm laying out 5 magazines. It's crazy right now in my world, right? Crazy. I'm preparing for the biggest guest celebrity guest this Wednesday I have ever had in my life or in a while. Put it like that. The biggest, at least worldwide, that people know worldwide. Worldwide. You understand? So things are a little bananas in my world. And I got kids, I got husband, I got team members that I'm working with. We constantly in touch all day. But I just want y'all to know when things are crazy in your world, woosah, and keep your tunnel vision. Don't let yourself get thrown off by what's going on around you. It could be a tornado twisting and turning around you, but don't let yourself get all thrown off, okay? So without any further ado, you guys, I got my special guest in queue. She is an authoress. We are authors, beautiful ladies that do our thing, put it down. She's amazing. She's beautiful. Let's welcome our special guest, Miss Charmaine. Hold on a second, y'all. Let me get her in here. Good morning.
Good morning.
Oh my goodness.
How are you, Miss Queen G?
I'm amazing. Welcome to the Queen G Live Experience.
Thank you.
I hope I introduced you correctly. I want to make sure
Yes,
bring you in right.
that's absolutely fine.
Awesome. And I should have thrown queen in that title. I should have thrown queen or we wear our crowns or something like that. You know what I mean?
Yes, absolutely. We must wear our crowns.
We must wear our crowns because if you are a queen, if you're an African American woman in this day and time, trust me, we're wearing a lot of hats. We're doing a lot of things. We got a lot going on. Entrepreneurs, you know what I mean?
Yeah, yeah. That's the first take back your crown. And then you have to crown yourself and wear it proudly. Make sure it's straight and make sure you're wearing it proudly.
Yes, I love to make sure it's straight. We don't want it crooked.
No.
We got to sit it on top of these pretty braids and weaves that we got. You know what I'm saying? It got to be right. It got to be placed on there perfect.
Yeah.
How you feeling this morning?
I'm actually feeling amazing. I'm a little tired because, like you, I was up late just kind of cleaning and, preparing for the holidays. So, um, outside of that, I'm great. I cannot complain and I won't
Okay.
complain.
See, I don't feel bad. I was like, ooh, okay, she's like me. Like we both we hit the midnight oil, like we burned.
Yeah.
Last night was just one of them times. I had to work late and it was a lot going on. And what did you think about that message about when the whirlwind is going on around you? You know what I mean? Keep your focus. What's your comment and feedback on that statement that I made this morning as the opening?
With the Wu sign, when you were talking about Wu sign, yeah, I would agree. I have a saying that I usually say that when it's raining and it's storming, you know, praise him in the storm, praise him through the
Praise him.
because even though it's raining and it's windy and it's cold and it's storming, we know that the sun will rise again in the morning and joy comes in the morning. So
Joy. Woo.
yeah, focusing on that storm, focus on your
Mhm.
praise during that storm. So that
Right.
storm is over, you come out on top.
That's right. That's right. Oh my goodness. So, sis, where are you from? Tell us a little bit about yourself and what you do for a living and all that. Give us a little spill on who you are.
Yes, ma'am. Well, I am authoress Charmaine Bradberry. I'm also known as the Purposepreneur. I am a restaurant owner. I own a Chicago style restaurant. I am a Chicago native, but I do reside in Atlanta, Georgia. Um, back
Okay.
Back in 2017, I opened my restaurant, Betty Nicole's Bistro. Since the pandemic, we have took a new direction and we have went mobile. But during my downtime, the Lord just put some things on my heart, so I was able to start doing some writing, and I have self-published 4 books. During that time, a personal memoir titled "Honey, Wash Your Face." I have two.
Ooh.
Yeah, "Honey, Wash Your Face" is all about just overcoming that past trauma and those past issues because we don't realize how much it affects us in our adult life. So "Honey, Wash Your Face" is and me being obedient to God and being vulnerable and transparent and just sharing my story with others so that they can understand that those who feel that they're alone and when hard times hit them, they're by themselves. This is just something to encourage you to say, hey, I'm not the only one that's happened to. And she's doing well. And look what God did with her, you know. And so
Right, right, right.
yeah, that was my ministry behind Honey Wash Your Face. And then I also wrote 2 children's books, which are activity books. They're advanced, they're for STEM learning. These are for honors and scholars students because I too have 2 scholars that I'm raising. And finally, I wrote and written my first cookbook titled From Chi-Town to Your Town. Um, I just had a extensive background in cooking, and it's a passion for me. It was a
Right.
for me as a child. I'm gonna own a restaurant. I'm gonna serve people, you know, and I just thank God for allowing my dreams to come to pass. Shortly after releasing the cookbook, the Lord put it on my spirit to um, take on a new role as a spiceologist. So I also
Oh my goodness.
own healthy herbs and spice line. Those are called Betty Nicole blends, and these are seasonings that can make our food taste good. These seasonings are for us. They were made specifically for us. They're healthy. There's no salt.
Healthy seasons,
There's
yeah.
no MSG. It's all about mixing the correct herbs with the correct spices and giving your food that flavor you need without all that salt that leads to other health conditions that are coming to African Americans.
I'm so glad you did that with those spices, especially because I had a recent health scare
Mm,
and I was eating myself into high blood pressure.
mm,
I was eating myself into a direction of having a heart attack eventually.
mm,
You know what I'm saying? I was eating whatever God knows I desired to eat, not like eating for life and longevity and for, being around for a while.
mhm.
I was intaking everything that was bad. And what happened was one day I was in Miami on vacation with my husband. We're vacation. This was about 6 weeks ago. And I had a epileptic seizure live on the show.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, and I saw it, because it was filmed.
Wow.
You can hear me drop on the floor. You can hear it. Whoop, you can hear it. When the seizure happened, I seized and I fell out of frame and you can hear me, my body drop on the floor
Wow.
during the live. And when I got back, I my blood pressure was 170 and something, which is really high on the verge of a stroke. I was intaking, sweet teas from McDonald's all the time, taking in Coca-Cola, telling myself, hey, this helps you to stay awake. These are your stimulants. And
Mhm.
I don't drink coffee. I don't do nothing else. You know what I mean? So I was intaking these things and telling myself that it was okay and just doing what I, God knows, wanted to do. Right.
Mhm.
Um, So, and that don't work. It does not work at 46 years of age.
No, ma'am.
If
No.
you want to stay around
Yes,
for
ma'am.
your kids and for your family, and eating, taking back pizza every other day,
Hmm.
salt, like sweets, that sugar debilitates our bodies.
It
They
does.
don't tell you that. They don't tell you that too much sugar consumption
Hmm.
will cause your arteries to back up and clog up. Like, we don't get the right kind of proper information as African Americans on, what's good for us.
Hmm. And
And let
that's,
me tell you something else.
yeah,
Water only touches the surface. They don't cleanse you.
yeah. You're absolutely right. And that's why I felt it was my duty to be serving my people in my community, that I, bring awareness to this, because Betty Nichols, that was my grandmother and my sister. I did that in both of their memories. My sister left at the age of
Mhm.
9, you know, and one of her causes of death was diabetes. And so that really hit me in a way like none other, because you hear about older people with these type of issues, but God brought this right center front of me. Uh,
Right.
I felt like I needed to do something about it. So I'm not gonna serve my community unhealthy things to make money. I'm gonna figure out correct ways to do that,
Away. Yeah.
because I
Right.
too suffer from hypertension, and I too have been at stroke level numerous of times. And it's very scary. And I failed to mention I'm a mother. I'm a mother of 6. I did marry into a blended family. So actually there's a total of 10 children. And
Wow.
example, and of course I want to be around to see my grandchildren and their children, if even now possible, if it's the Lord's will.
Right, right. That's exactly what I'm saying. Like, and this situation made me reflect on those things. Like, all I could think about was my children. You know, if I had not made it, through that, like, what would happen? My husband would be a mess. My children just would not be able to function. They are little ones. They are not grown and old. Even my grown kids would have just had a fit about it.
Hmm.
You understand? And here I am, selfishly intaking,
Hmm.
and heading toward my own demise.
Yeah, I'm guilty as well, because I don't drink coffee, and I I'm weenie, but I was a big Coca-Cola girl, you know,
Right.
like this is what I use to give me my boost, my energy, my caffeine. But I found a lot of natural things that help me. Simply liquid vitamin B12. A drop of that under your tongue. People used to say,
Yep.
what, how do you have so much energy? Because I was working, I was in school. I do also have a master's degree in business management, and I had 2 young babies at the time, and I was in school, and I was doing all this stuff. I was selling plates, and people are like, where do you get this energy? Like, you always. And that's what it was. And so I had to check myself. It's like, let's get back to the healthy things, because once we become mindful of it, that's the first step. But then you have to start taking steps to, correct that. Because again, I just want to be around. I want to, number one, live and serve my purpose. And number two, I just want to be around, just to see my children and see a lot of things manifest.
Right, right, right. And that's so true, sis. I'm glad we both took that step,
Yeah.
to understand our value. Some people don't understand the value that they have,
Hmm.
to others and to themselves. So, and one of the biggest murder or killers of African Americans is our own demise, our own self sabotage, and we put ourselves down, and we don't uplift ourselves. You know what I mean? In a way, and some of it, it comes from our history. What happened before us. It comes from what we learned and what we were taught, that was passed down from these different generations.
Yep,
But honey, it is a new day.
it
It
is.
is a new day. You got me and yourself, who are, putting it down every single day with intensity, making sure that we make our impact on the world in a positive way.
Yeah.
My God, you got a restaurant, you a author, sis. Like, my God, that's a blessing. That is a blessing that you would, take that route. And girl, and I hear you speak about God, and it comes from submitting yourself to God completely and letting go and letting Him
Mm-hmm.
operate through your life. A lot of people don't understand that. Like, in this business, and you probably have experienced this, there's haters and people that just get jealous and they get mad and angry because of your greatness, right? Um, but they don't know you're operating in the gifts of God. He gave you that.
Mm-hmm.
He strengthens you every day to be able to get up and make those moves happen. He gives you the wisdom, the
That's
ideas. This is nothing new under the sun. You and I didn't do nothing new that somebody else did not do or could not have been chosen to do had they inclined their ears
be obedient.
to hear what God was saying.
That's right. You're absolutely right, because my book, Honey Wash Your Face, is not only a page turner, but it's a jaw dropper. Um, and the
Right,
is I never even marketed the book. I put it out on social media. I let people know it's there. And even over a year later, the book is still doing amazing. And I have so many heartfelt private reviews from the book. And people,
wow,
how could you talk about that? How could you say that? I couldn't do. I said, well, somebody has to talk about it, you know, because all of this shushing and sweeping under the rug, and what goes on in my house stays in our house, and all those things we have been conditioned and trained and programmed, to normalize, you know,
right.
come in and shake it up a little bit. And even with the depths of how I go in that book and the things that I share, I explain to people that was me being obedient to God. So yes, my head can still be held high. I can still keep this beautiful smile He gave me, knowing that the world knows all of these intimate details about all the traumas and things I went through in my life. But the goal is just to encourage someone else. God is really working on me and with me. He is putting so much, he's blessed me with so many ideas and entrepreneur efforts. It's overwhelming, the least to say. I even have started a clothing company recently.
Look at you, girl.
Yeah,
Wow.
we running around here making other people rich off of name brands and things that just don't have any value or bring any quality to us as a people. So if I can rock this one and that one, then I can rock my brand. We
Yes.
and the whole goal behind that is to go beyond the labels, go beyond the tags, support.
Go beyond the boundaries
Yes,
that are before us. Cause girl, it be some roadblocks. You
absolutely,
hear me? When you're
absolutely.
chosen, when you're chosen, it be all kind of roadblocks
Yes,
in
ma'am.
the way.
Yes, ma'am. You
And
know how
on
to go.
it's kind of like when you driving on the freeway, and it's important that we watch all sides of the road, right? Because there all of a sudden an object
Mm-hmm.
can get in your way in that route to where you trying to get to, right? And
Mm-hmm.
we got to be, girl, when that object pop up in our peripheral, we got to be ready to dodge this and move this way, and you know
Mm-hmm.
what I mean? We
Yeah.
got to be able to dust ourselves off and keep it pushing. And that's what happens when you're chosen. It's not the easiest journey to take.
It's
It's not. I'm just saying, like, every day when I get up and breathe this and give my fullest and my all, it's not easy. It's not a simple process. When you're chosen, it is a choice.
mm-hmm. Yeah. And we make it look easy, but again, people just don't
Right.
know the struggles that I've been through. People don't know all of the obstacles and things that I was up against, but just keeping the faith and knowing what God has told me, not what man has told me. So I accepted 1,000 no's and 1,000 doors shut in my face, but there was nothing that was going to stop me from opening in this restaurant because God told me I would. That's all in me being obedient and relocating to the Atlanta, Georgia area. I didn't
Right.
need one here, but God told me if I will pick up my things and my children and be obedient and come here, that I will do all the things that I've done. It's a God is amazing. You know, he's like, you'll marry again. You're gonna open that restaurant,
Wow.
back to school. And I did all of those things because coming from the west side of Chicago, my options were limited, and I have to take accountability on making the wrong decisions. Um,
Right.
However, you know, it's what made me tough and give me that resilience and that hustle in me. And it's what kind of built me and made me who I am today. But, you know, people just need to realize that when God is in you and you're on a divine assignment, um, everyone will understand what you're doing and how you're moving, you know.
Right. And
Um,
that's not for everybody to know. It's kind of like, I don't know if you are like I am, but I am constantly having a conversation with God, constantly seeking his face about which direction to go, how to do it.
mhm,
Um, my biggest competitor is myself.
mhm.
Sis, you would understand what I'm saying. It
Yes,
ain't about looking to the left or to the right. It's about outdoing what you did yesterday.
yes, yeah.
And when you got a family, when you have a kid, when you have kids and a family, a husband, a mate, and all of these things, it is important that you step into position and do all that it takes to make sure that they are secured.
Yeah.
And see, again, when opposition comes and when these trials and tribulations come, I'm not looking in nobody's window.
Mhm.
I'm not. I'm
Mhm.
trying to improve what is happening at my own entire core. I was telling you before when we were talking outside of the show when we got on early this morning. I was like, girl, I had to clean up my house this morning before I got on live. I normally do my makeup and
Yeah.
stuff like that, but it's important. Even the place I stay in is on point, and I'm working on these things daily to bring us to another level. If you don't take care of what you got, you understand? And this is where we talked about crowns and us being a queen. That's for real. It ain't easy, y'all. Like, you have to step into this position and really own up to what God has chosen you to be.
Mhm.
And that's our choice every day, to get up and say, I will. I will. I'm here, God. Like, what do you want me to do today? I'm constantly talking to God. I'm
Yeah.
talking to him so much now. Like, you know what I mean? I've become an entrepreneur, and I now have several magazines coming out. Um,
Yeah.
and I've been talking, and I want to share this with you because you would understand this, sister. You would understand this. Girl, we have about, what is today's date? Today is the 14th, right?
Yes.
Because some days I don't even know what the days are. Honestly, that's why I'm asking you. Am I right? Is it the 14th? um, Today is the 14th, and we have, I think, up until the 31st or something like that of this month before the year is over. 2020 has been a very unique and interesting type of year. Very challenging. Very terrible.
Opening.
Eye opening, terrible. It's been good. It's been all of that. It's been extremely hilly. And what I mean by hilly, a lot of ups and downs in the road in 2020 this year. But
Mhm.
guess what? Guess what, sis? We looking at each other. You know why? Because we made it.
That's right. You
We
asked.
made it. We are here today with each other because we made it through those obstacles. Every obstacle we had, people dying left and right, but we are here. Okay. Number two, we got about 17 days left in this year. Okay. We are at the turning point of our careers, our lives, everything else. And when you think about 17 days, for the average person is going to be prepping for holidays, and they're getting their tree prepared and things like this. And I'm not saying that we are not. We're doing the same thing. We're doing that same thing, right?
That's
But
what
you best believe we flipping all kind of things too in the midst of getting prepared for the holidays, because we looking past
the holiday.
Christmas, New Year's,
Yes.
bringing 2021 in. We looking past that, and we got projects rolling way past into the new year,
Hmm.
right? So I'm telling everybody, put some pressure on your own days.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Get up every day and flip these days around. You know how you flip drugs? Some of y'all out there flipping drugs. Flip your days
Yeah.
and make them matter and mean something.
You're
You
right.
understand? Put
You're
this
right.
pressure on your days. Get up every day with a determination that you are going to make something powerful happen in this day. Don't let today go
Hmm.
without, you know what I'm saying, putting pressure on it. That's all I can say. Create some lanes. Don't let it be where somebody then slam the door in your face and that's all you accept. Don't accept none of that.
Hmm. And I have to just piggyback on how important what you just said is. It's only important, but it's the truth. Um,
Yes.
my journey opening my restaurant, I had no
Mm-hmm.
idea how to operate and run a restaurant. I just knew that I knew how to cook and I could cook good and people love the food. So every day of getting that, you know, trying to get everything together, you're absolutely right. That's what I did. I opened a restaurant with no funding. I didn't pull
Wow.
any of that. I took what I had and I just worked with what I had. And I would get up every day like my bank account has commas
Yes.
and still make appointments and put things into play like the money is there.
Yes.
I just knew. I'm telling you, God told me. And my family was like, this girl determined. She gonna there was nothing anyone can do that would have stopped me from opening Betty Nicole's Bistro. I again would get up every day, not knowing where this was gonna come from or where this was going, but I would get up and dress myself up and get out there and apply myself and network and do what I need to do. And it took me a while, but I was able to actually open. And also for 2020 for me, the biggest thing has been clarity.
Yes.
It's been clarity. Um, the bad parts about 2020 is, of course, the pandemic. The lives are lost. That is horrendous. It's horrible. It's terrible. I myself just lost a friend. We've been friends since we were 10 years old. Um,
Oh my God.
she lost a battle to COVID because she had lupus, 44 years old. That really hurt. But what people don't understand is we have to learn how to take that pain and not only flip it into something positive, but make that pain make sense, make it make some purpose, you know and that's what I've been doing, because people don't know, since 2012 I've lost over 12 to 15 immediate close family members.
Oh my God.
People don't know my health scares. People don't know about all this stuff behind the scenes. They just see me glowing and smiling and going and going and going. But you don't know what I've been through. And the only how I can encourage someone is to tell them, when I lost my grandmother and my sister, oh my goodness, I didn't think I could even breathe and survive another.
Function.
And
Right.
right in the middle of my bachelor's program, and I was prepared to just drop out of school and throw in the towel because I literally thought I had lost my mind. Okay.
Mm,
But the
mm.
of God, God just kept telling me, I kept praying. I kept the faith, even if it got a little small like that mustard seed, but I kept the faith. And before I knew it, that same breath I was thinking of dropping out, God gave me that courage to keep going. I ended up walking with honors that year, you know.
Mm,
So
mm, mm,
I've tried to take everything that was designed to destroy me, hurt me, or harm me in any way, and I flip it into some positive and a purpose. And I also failed to mention my grief blog that I've started, to
mm.
encourage other people, but to encourage myself, a safe haven for people to come and express their grief. We're all grieving different ways, different times, all of this stuff. And I just want to be able to help people. One thing about me, when I do leave this earth, people will say that girl lived in her purpose.
Oh
Just
yeah. Oh yeah.
my friend Nick,
That's beautiful, sis.
she lived
Can
for,
you give us can you give us some of the titles of your books? I want to, get the titles of your books. And give us the location, the actual location of your restaurant.
okay,
Uh, 'Cause I know you said Atlanta, Georgia area, but I want to be a little more specific for
okay,
our audience because I got a lot of people that watch that are from Atlanta, Georgia, and
okay.
I want them to connect with you in business, so that they can, come and taste your food and you know what I mean, connect with you.
Yes, ma'am. So, the books. The first one is this one, Honey Wash Your Face. And we talked about this one, Overcoming Your Past to Walk in Your Purpose. This is my personal memoir I talked about earlier. All of my books are available on Amazon. You can just search my name, Charmaine Bradberry, and those all will come up. My two children books are that's So Cool, designed for my 6-year-old daughter, and Dio So Cool, designed for my 10-year-old son. These books are amazing. They're interactive. They are challenging. They're for scholars, and these aren't your average activities book. These books are going to teach children about real life, things that should be taught in school that isn't or that have been pulled, etc. Finally, my cookbook, From Chi Town to Your Town. This book is amazing too. I'm so proud of this book. This book also can be found on Amazon if you search under Charmaine Bradberry. Betty Nicole's Bistro. We have moved out of our brick and mortar location, which was Stockbridge Road in Jonesboro, Georgia. 2021. We're looking to roll out our food trucks and start taking small catering events. Anyone that's interested in my Betty Nicole's blends, I now have them available on my Betty Nicole's Facebook. So you can go straight to Betty Nicole's. And if you're interested in any of the spices, you're able to order those right off of my Facebook there. And I think that's about it, Queen.
Oh my goodness. No, I just wanted to give you a moment to get
You.
all that promotional stuff in and, as people connect with you, because sometimes people might request you on Facebook, they might reach out for business. You just never know. And you have your clothing line too, your t-shirts,
Yeah,
um,
yeah.
as well that you have started. I want some spices, sis. I want to test your spices,
Okay.
that you have created. I would love to, connect with you. And hey, if and I'm putting it out there on social media. If you could sponsor me, I will keep you as a regular sponsor on the show and shout your products out and, tell others about it and things like that. We can do business and,
Absolutely.
exchange in business. And I
Absolutely.
want to sample them too and put it on my food and see and really really give you a credible, uh, critique on what I thought about the spices because we got to get it together. We got to get it together. And I know you got some flavor in it too. I
It,
know you mixed it with some flavor.
This, let me tell you. So the seasonings came about. It was actually what I was using on the food in the restaurant, and the customers would always say, "What is that you putting on the chicken?" or "What is that?" So that's how it came about. So I said, "Well, I'll sell it a little bit." I did a few years ago, and then everybody was like, "Can we get those seasonings? Can we get those seasonings?" And I was working on some other stuff, so I wasn't really focused on that. But when I tell you, when I put those seasonings out, every day that I wake up, I have messages from people who are going bananas over the seasoning because they're like, Oh my God, they taste so good on everything. I mean, I'm just so excited about where we're going with that, and I'm just cooking. God is good because people don't know this girl is full of greatness. I'm full of ideas. I'm full of things that I'm, working on. And again, it's not always about the monetary benefits. It's just
No,
obedient to God's will and his word. And then of course, if there's some money to be made, of course we want to make money.
we gonna do that too. Yeah, exactly.
Go
Exactly.
make money. My goal is to live in my purpose. My goal is to inspire and to encourage and to empower, and that's what I'm living by, sis. That's
And
it.
when you do that, your gifts make room for you. It is going to open the door for you financially when you operate in the gifts that God has given you. That's just it. Like,
Yeah.
we're not going to be broke down and be his uh, spokesperson and be out there on the front lines for God. He ain't going to have us broke down. That's
Mhm.
what people fail to realize. It's going to happen. You're going to be financially blessed on top of that. You know what I'm saying? People get guilty about financial blessings. Please, I'm
Mhm.
finna embrace mine. I'm finna embrace it. You know why? Because God knows when He put it in my hands, I'm gonna bless others and
Mhm.
use it to be another outlet to get these things done and bless others' lives in some capacity or the other. So, he don't get you to the point where He bless you unless He could trust you too. That's another angle, and we could talk about that all day.
Yes,
You know
ma'am.
what I'm saying?
Ready.
So
Yes.
I wanted to also shout out my sponsor. Let me try to stand up so I can show y'all this shirt. Oh, Calmart, she's actually on the line. This is a t-shirt brand, and my friend who sponsors me and who always sends me amazing products. You can find her on Ocalmart, OKALMART1.com. Ocalmart1.com. She has creams and clothing and African apparel. It's beautiful. Like her stuff is beautiful. I've had multiple photo shoots in
Mhm.
her clothing. And I'm a thick sister. So she keep me right. You know what I'm saying?
Okay. Yeah.
this hoodie
Oh.
this hoodie, I wear this every day. I love it. It's so comfortable. It's so comfortable. You know what I mean?
Mhm.
So, and also, I want to shout I became an author of, and one of her books is I helped co-write this year.
Okay.
And I'm an author of, let me see, let me count.
I was trying to count. I couldn't keep up when I was
Right. It's a total of 14 books this year. I started writing in November. And I put 14 books out in the world this year.
amazing.
On top of, I started my magazine journey this year, and I am I think we released 7 editions this year, and we're working on 3 right now at the same time. I would love to put you in my entrepreneur edition of my magazine that's coming out the top of the year. So let's talk about that.
Yes.
To put you, in rotation in that magazine. And I want to talk about this book in particular, which is Queen G Media Course The Journey. You see the image on the background behind me.
Mhm.
Queen G Media Course The Journey. All of my books are on Amazon under Shanta Gibson, my name, because they call me Queen G, but my name, my author's name is Shanta Gibson.
Mhm.
Okay. This book right here is about the angle of media, how media impacts our careers and our lives, and how we all need it
Mhm.
to market ourselves. And this is my history of being an interviewer and entertainer in the entertainment industry for over 20 years. I talk about how I interviewed Teddy Riley, what that was like.
Mhm.
Um, uh, what's her name? How could I? Taraji Henson.
Who you was talking
Yeah,
about?
Taraji. Bushwick Bill is one of my interviews. So many. And then I got testimonials in here too from others that I've worked with that just gave me credible references. It's a beautiful book, and it's a different angle. It's a different angle.
Have to
You know what
check.
I'm saying? Yeah, it's a different kind of angle. We go from the standpoint of media, how important that is in your life. And it's my journey too. I talk about where I'm from, how it all began, my journalistic history from 23 years ago. And it's just been a blessing. That was my first book that I released. I put out 6 children's books this year.
Good.
Me and you, I so get you because wow, when you were saying that, I just wanted to let you have the floor because I was like, oh my gosh, she's just like I am. We are just like each other. We're twin sisters. Look,
Okay.
in business, twin sisters in business. Um,
And
and
can
I'm just so oh,
I thank you so much for this platform. Thank you for inviting me because you have interviewed some of the most legendary
oh
celebrities.
my goodness.
And then for you to reach back for little people like me,
Oh
it's
no.
all about. And I just think that it's amazing that you're doing that. Thank you. Just thank you.
Oh my God.
You know,
No, and there's no little in business owner. There's no little in, any of that. Being an author and all the amazing titles and things that you have done. I want you to know that, like, to me, I see humans as humans, and I see them as a vessel of God that's been put out in the world to place their greatness, you know what I mean, in all of our lives.
yeah.
So, girl, it's the same as Taraji. Like, to me, you're just as special as a Taraji Henson. You know what I'm saying?
And everybody's like, "You look like Taraji." I'm like, I didn't hear so that. But
Yeah, so I listen, we got to keep each other uplifted, and this platform is another thing that this year I decided to solidify. I was like, honey, we just finna set our mark in the sand
mm-hmm.
with this platform and make sure that we get everybody through this platform. Everybody. I got a girl, when I tell you this interview so huge on Wednesday, you got to tune in, my sister. I need your family, your friends. I need everybody sharing and posting on Wednesday night. This interview so huge.
Oh my goodness. Oh my goodness, I'm excited for you. But again, everybody is not like you, and so that's the God in you. Because I've known people that rub elbows with the elite and do
Right.
interviews and sit down. But when I've reached out, my experience is that I'm not rich enough or I'm not famous enough
Oh my
yet.
God.
So that's what I'm saying. That's what you get from a lot of people, especially here in Atlanta. But
Right.
so I just wanted to give you that praise because
I
again,
appreciate that, sis. I do.
realize it's all about collaborating and reaching back. Once God bless you, reach back and
Exactly.
blessings upon others. So I'm just grateful for the opportunity. I really am. It took us a while to get the scheduling.
Yeah, get the dates and times and sync
Yeah,
it up because it's so many people coming right now out the
busy.
woodworks, and everybody wants the same opportunity, so I'm trying to schedule everybody in and make take pains, and it's just the scheduling, it's
Yeah,
intense, like. But again, we putting all this pressure on our days, so you can't be surprised. It's like
yeah,
everybody is gonna come, and want this same opportunity. So I'm just trying to work it all in, try to give everybody space within my days. I'm still actively a hairdresser and a mom of 4 here at the house, but I got 7 kids. I just found out, and I want to give this amazing news here. My daughter don't watch the show, so I can tell her business. I'm about to be a grandmother again.
hey, good.
Yes, I'm about to be a grandmother again. Time 3. This will be my third, no, fourth. This will be my fourth grandbaby. Um,
Okay, grandma.
yes, yeah, I'm excited. Like I'm like I gotta keep these platforms going because I'm a spoil this baby. Like they gonna have everything they need. They gonna have it
Yep.
because that's just what we do. That's just what we do. I'm just so excited. I'm so excited that my daughter did everything the right way, and she really is, trying. You know what I'm
Mm-hmm.
saying? She's making the effort, and she grown. She grown. She ain't had no babies, out of wedlock, too young. She did stuff right. You know what I'm saying? So I'm grateful for her, and grateful for my kids. And now it's, they go from your boob to your heart, honey.
Yes.
Right? Oh, they constantly in your pocket. That's why we got to make this money, okay? We got to make this money, honey. So we, when they hit us, it's a real reason. We got to sell these books and get this product out. It's not a game.
And I'm raising these kidpreneurs because my two babies, all of my four adult children, they're grown. And then I have a 6 and a 9-year-old. And these were the children I was carrying when I made the decision to go back to school. So they are extreme
Mm-mm.
children. And they just got a hustle about them. And when we're out and we're doing pop-ups, they're selling, and I just love my babies. And that's what I do it for.
Teach them, honey. Teach them hands on. Teach them, teach them, teach them. You know what I'm saying? Girl,
Mhm.
listen to this. Hold on. I got to show you something else. Keep talking. Keep
Uh,
talking to the people.
So I want to show you guys my shirt as well. I don't know if you can see it, but um it says that I am the plug. And if you see the two electrical little plugs, it shows that I'm powered by purpose. Um, these are one of the shirts that I hoodies and shirts that will be available through the Bradberry Clothing Company, because since taking on the name Purposepreneur, I have so many ideas and designs, and so guys, stay tuned. See those plugs on Powered by
She
Purpose.
is the plug. She is the plug. We got to get each other's products and stuff. I got a shirt for you.
Yes,
I want to send you some stuff too. Like it's finna be an exchange. We
yes,
finna bless each other, sis. We
yes,
finna bless each other. You hear me?
yes, ma'am. And let me just
Look, it's
to thank Shay Krause, my friend, for this for the introduction, Shay is a beautiful,
yes.
amazing spirit. I just absolutely love her. We met because our children were going to school together. And
Mm-hmm.
she's been a blessing, man. I tell you, that young girl is full of the Holy Ghost. You hear me?
Yeah.
Love to
Oh
have
yeah, she real.
friends
She real.
that got you, but you can call them and get that good prayer, that prayer that gonna reach. And so that's what good friends are all about. So thank you, Shay Krause.
Definitely. Yeah, thank you. Blessings to you. She always hooked me up with some great guests. All her guests have been amazing that she referred. And we be up here, using each other's platforms to share the load and share the business. And it's just,
Yeah.
I agree. She is such a great spirit and an amazing person. And
And
I'm thankful that I was able to link with her as well. You know what I'm saying?
uh, she's amazing.
So I wanted to show you, sis. So
Mhm.
what God told me to do with the children's books is co-write with my kids.
Okay.
So all of these books are collaborative and they're ideas. My daughter came to me in when Super Bowl is, whenever Super Bowl was, January something, the end of
Mm,
January, something like that. She came to me, Mommy, I want to write a book too. Hmm?
my
And
daughter.
I thought she was just blowing smoke. She was like, No, Mama, seriously, I want to write a book. And she said I want it to be about me trading lives with my baby dolls.
Oh, okay, little.
So this is her concept called Dolly Mixed Up.
Yeah.
This is her book. This is my daughter on the cover. And girl, it's all kind of situations that happen when she trade lives with her baby doll. The first chapter is called School Trouble.
Hmm.
The dolls get them in trouble when they trade the first day at school. They get them in trouble
Okay.
because they don't know how to live in real time. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Amen. Yeah.
And then bath time. The when they trade in that sense, like they understand now what it feels like for the baby dolls to be dunked in the water. You know what I mean? Because when kids bring their babies to the bath, and they always
Yeah.
so it's bath time, and it's so many things. They got squashed in their little toy bin in the you know, when you have the toy bin in the living room.
Dashed in there trying to keep
Right. So once they swap, they getting all squished in the, you know what I mean? It's just some awkward situations that happen after they trade lives with their baby doll. Being at the Boys and Girls Club and at the doctor discovers that these little girls, the mama thought they was acting weird, so she took them to the doctor. These little girls got dolly tissue in their legs. And you know, they were stiff and stuff. Mama like, something wrong.
uh,
Something wrong with these babies. What's going on? Like, they don't never act like this.
I
Girl, the doctor said,
I love
it's so cute. It's so cute of a book.
title. I love that concept. So we'll be getting a copy for the babies. Which
Aww.
because my daughter said the same thing. I want to write a book, and I want
Girl,
to teach
look,
kids.
don't ignore it. Don't ignore it. No,
So,
no, no, ma'am.
look at that. My daughter wants to be a chef, a dancer, and a doctor. You know, I just brought their ideas to life.
Right, to life. There you go. Yes, you see what I'm saying. This
Yes,
was my baby's ideas. My unicorn cake.
yeah. The
This
kids,
is about a little girl who bakes a cake and enters a contest. Girl, her cake keeps getting eaten. And she's like, what's going on? Why is my cake getting eaten? Girl, she films it. She films the area of where the cake is
uh-huh.
and discovers that the unicorn is waking up eating the cake.
Ah,
So these concepts are a trip, girl. And then this one, my pet penguin, a little girl, my daughter, she's the character in there. She finds a penguin on the way home, and the penguin needs to be nursed back to health, right? What
uh,
she discovers is that this penguin got dropped off of the truck from SeaWorld. SeaWorld is the big, you know, where they got all the animals and they do the dolphins and all that stuff.
yeah.
So the penguin got lost and fell off the truck with the animals. And
Oh,
she had to nurse it back to health and do all of these challenges to get it back home. These
interesting.
concepts are, girl, I was like, and
I,
my kids,
yeah.
they the one brought it to me. I was like, oh my God, I'll just write the book for you.
And
I'll write it and put it in.
once they get older, that they begin to, develop stories on their own, because it's clear they have the ideas.
They
Because
have it.
in a
They
writer
have it.
out our imagination and being able to write, I absolutely love it.
Yes. And then my Majestic Mermaid,
Okay.
that's about a little girl who she meets a mystical mermaid in a pond, and the mystical mermaid takes her through a channel to go and solve the homeless problem downtown Los Angeles.
Mm-hmm.
So you know she takes her through a mystical door. It's
Uh,
called Majestic Mermaid.
mermaid, yeah.
And her and the mermaid solve the homeless problem downtown Los Angeles. It's, girl, that one is, oh my God, it's so amazing. And
Yeah.
then this is my last one, and I gotta tell you, girl, I gotta tell you about. See, you get this because we get excited about our babies, you
Yeah.
know, and their ideas, and we get so excited. So this one is called "My Uncle is Famous,"
Ah,
and
okay.
you know what that means. He got a famous uncle. That's from my son. He's 13, and he talks about what it's like to have a famous uncle in his life.
Oh,
From a perspective of, oh my God, when I look up, I see my uncle on TV, and at his house he got fast cars, and you know, when I go over his house, all the celebrities are over there.
so it's his
You know what I'm saying?
stuff. I love it. I love
He's blown away by what his uncle has accomplished, and just to see him in movies and to, you know, all of this thing. So it's from my 13-year-old's mouth, his standpoint of what it's like to have a famous uncle and admire his uncle. And at the end, I'm thrown in there. My mommy is famous too. You know what I mean? We threw that in the end, you know, right? We had to put that in there at the end. And girl, my final book of the year, about to drop. It's about to be released. This one is, girl, it's called My Clothes Won't Get On Me.
Okay.
And that's about these little girls who fight me tooth and nail every morning to get up out this house to go to school. We go through all kind of ups and downs, climbs, and stress, and I don't know where my backpack is. Like it's so much drama that happens in my household in the mornings just to get them out of here to go to school. And what happened, the concept came from my daughter. I told her it's based around Heaven, who is the laziest one. She's the laziest one out of all of them. Girl, it take all kind of stuff. I have thrown water on her. I have, like hit her leg, get up, you know what I mean? And then she'll come in here and lay in my bed after she done got up off her bed. You understand? Like, and get back under the covers. I'm like, you gotta get up. You can't be laying here like that. Girl, she had pulled her clothes up out the drawer. And she pulled her clothes out the drawer and it was by her legs. And she said, Mommy, my clothes won't get on me. I was like, girl, them clothes ain't finna get on you. You got to get them clothes on. You got to put them on. They don't just.
And birth
You know what I mean?
Goodness gracious. They're like, why they just won't get on me so we can go?
That's what she said, girl. We fell out laughing. My whole house, all the kids that morning, we just fell out. I mean, fell out laughing so bad. So that is the title of the book. My clothes won't get on me.
So I thought I was done writing. I decided to do another book about how to self-publish, right?
Oh, that's good.
Then I got with one of my girls, and so now I'm developing an actual online course. So I'll be launching at the end
There
of,
you go.
and I'm gonna teach people how to self-publish, because since I've written these books, people are asking me, well, how did you do it? What did you do? What about this? What about?
Right.
So once the online course launches, and then I'm gonna go ahead and write a workbook to divvy back on that
Yeah.
course. And also I'm looking speaking with and looking for a few screenwriters, because we wanna play or a movie,
Yes.
because
I
there's a
will tap you into some people in Atlanta.
okay.
It's some people I know. It's a whole network of actors, filmmakers, producers. They are in Atlanta. It's this guy named Lester Green, who is a connector. I call him the connector. He has he has put me on so many situations. I'm putting him on the cover of my cinema edition of my magazine that I'm releasing. So I want to put you in touch. I'll put you in a group chat with him.
Okay.
Let him know that you're looking for somebody that could possibly put a screenplay together. Are we connected on Facebook?
We are.
Okay.
Yeah.
Girl, let me make sure. Give me your name real quick. I'm gonna make sure we gonna do this right now. How you spell your name?
It's spelled purposepreneur. The purposepreneur, that's what I am on the Facebook.
Purpose.
Preneur.
So it's PR.
No, PU. Purpose. PURPOS.
Oh, I got that part.
And PRENUER.
I got it. Collective. Okay. So let's see. Okay. Did I like this? I didn't even like the page yet. We doing this right now, so we can stay in
Yes.
touch. Like I'm finna send you a message.
Okay.
This is
So
Queen G.
pages on the author is Charmaine B. And has so many pages. Lord have mercy.
I do too, girl. I got a lot of pages.
Yeah. And then yeah, it's a lot. So I have
I'm
that.
telling you, we twins. We twins in another life. We twins.
Yeah.
Cause it's
I don't believe it. The more you talk, the more I'm like, whoa.
yeah, same things, the same stuff. And the workbook and all that, that's in the works too. Because I'm doing that based around my course.
Mm-hmm.
I teach a media course.
Mm-hmm.
I just spoke to a teacher about putting together my curriculum for me. for the course.
Let me know when you're ready because I have a connection for you. Um,
Uh-huh.
help you market that course, get it up and out and available. And it's also a chance to make 100 grand in it once the course is up in 35, 40 days. So yeah, we're gonna let me
Look.
yeah, let me know because that's what I'm working on.
Well, you know I'm willing to do the work. You know I'm willing to.
You know I am too. So I like to try things out and experience it first before I start to, turn other people onto it. But I'm pretty sure this is gonna work out because God put stuff in my spirit, and I'm pretty sure this is gonna work out pretty much like we think it would. So in that sense, yeah, I would love to put you guys together so you can go ahead and make it happen because out of that 100 grand, she only wants 20, and she's gonna do a lot of the footwork marketing and all of that. And it can be arranged to be paid as the classes are being signed up for. So really nothing out of pocket off top. Hmm.
She really set that up, didn't she?
Hmm. She did.
Mm.
Want to connect you with because I hear you talk about purpose a lot. And her name is Dr. Patricia Manley. She is an amazing, amazing woman. She has a show called Living in Your Divine Purpose. I've been featured on her show several times, but she is just like you. She has a platform, she has a TV show and a radio station, a show on a radio station. And she opens the, floor for women like us, entrepreneurs who out here doing our thing, non-for-profits or whatever. And actually, I
Mm.
Shay, I introduced her and Shay. Shay went on the show. I believe her station is playing Shay's music now. I mean, this is what it's
I
all
would love to be. Does
collect.
she have a show, or is it social media?
She has a show that's on Facebook it's on shoot, she gonna kill me. It streams on one of those channels like your show is. It streams on something like that. I can't,
Okay.
but yeah,
Just me and you about to talk. We about to keep in touch and like,
oh yeah.
you know what I mean, get it popping. We about to get it popping. And I want to put you I'm gonna put you a package in the mail by tomorrow with just, I want to send you a t-shirt and some other stuff.
Okay.
Definitely a book.
Some of
I'm gonna send you.
the
Yeah, I'm gonna take care. This is a blessing. I want to bless your babies with a book too.
thank
You know
you.
what I mean?
Yeah.
Yeah. Just tell, how we do, tell everybody else about it or whatever.
Absolutely.
We'll promote each other.
Let's
And
do
I
it.
want to see if I can get, booked on the ladies' show if possible, for a future.
Absolutely.
Uh,
She's amazing. She has an amazing platform and she shares it with us, she's like, some amazing women because I just keep referring women. One
right, right, right.
I'm about collabing and I'm about connections, but what I need people to understand, being the plug, once I make that connection, I'm on to something else. I can't navigate a dig.
Monitor it.
I'm just gonna do that and I'm gonna go. Cause guess what? God got other stuff for me to do. I can't be overseeing anything. I just
Yeah, yeah.
people to connect and whatever God, develops and have you out, do and collab on that. Then my job done. I don't need no credit
Exactly.
around, because that's what it's all about. We have to stop competing with each other and learn how we can take what I'm great at and what you're great at and put it together
Pull it together.
and bring in your audience, bring in my audience. Now we both have a bigger audience. People don't understand.
Let's make it work. Let's make it, like we did today.
Yeah,
This was about life and our journey, but it definitely was a promotional, interview. Very promotional.
yeah,
We put our products out there. We want people to understand what goes on behind the power of a CEO, what we have to do every day, and really get the journey,
hmm,
spoke upon. And that's why I do these live authentic podcasts so that we have something to keep positivity in people's ears
yeah,
and make them understand, what you got to do for real to make these sacrifices and put that stuff out in the world. I mean, it's not simple. It's not easy at all.
It
So
work, but you got to just be willing, put in that work. Allow
exactly,
one
exactly.
fall in their lap and opportunities to fall in their lap. You have to, you have to put your first foot forward. That's the one thing about the God I serve. He's not gonna do anything for you. He's going
No,
You have to show him that this is what you want. He waiting on you to take that one step so he can go ahead and give you that push. People don't understand that. Just like with that restaurant, like, I know what I was doing. I would get up every day like, Lord Jesus, okay, I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna set this up, and until it makes sense, until things fall together. You just have to have that not knowing and not seeing, but knowing that it's gonna come to pass. And I'm just
that's right. That's right.
interviewing.
Sis, I need you to send me your mailing address.
Okay,
I need you to send me your baby's names.
okay.
Okay. And
And I will, and send yours back because I'm gonna be getting your stuff together too.
right, we finna bless. As a matter of fact, I need to go to the post office today because I need to mail my mama's book. My mama got a book, girl, too,
Okay.
called Drunk for 27 Years.
Now, see, my mother was on here. Mom, I hope you're still on this podcast. Now, that was that word. You see that? Her mother just wrote a book because shortly after I did the Honey Wash Your Face, my mom mentioned to me that she always wanted to write a book. And then, but she thought that, well, since you wrote one, I can't write one. I said, Mom, that's totally not true. You can tell. Somebody needs to hear your story.
Oh,
There's
yeah.
somebody that's waiting for that book.
Oh yeah, especially from their perspective, their wisdom and knowledge and stuff like that. But I'm finding out that they're a little old school and we might have to help them through that process.
Yeah,
It's what we got to do as daughters and loved ones. I got my mother and my dad's book, the new books that they want written in my possession. And I got to start working on those at the top of the year. They need our help because it's a lot of old school tactics that came before us and they don't know how to do it really. They don't know about technology as much as we do or how
yeah,
to, put things out there. They need our coaching and they need our help and our strength kind of like to get to
yeah,
help them. Because my mom is in her 60s, my dad is too, and they don't know like how we know. You know
yeah.
what I mean? So these are all projects, girl. I need a whole team. I need a team.
That's what I love. People, but there be a team in place. Uh,
Exactly.
Definitely, because being a one woman show, almost took me out of here because
Right.
I was the cook, the cashier, the inventory, the manager, the overseer. I'm going to buy the stuff. I'm going to the point it started causing heart issues for me. So
Yeah. I
definitely,
designate roles now and we all get paid as a team. You know what I'm saying? I designate positions and roles. Like I have a graphic designer that designs all my book covers and he also designs my magazines. I keep his cash app lit because I want him to be happy in his job position
yeah,
and
yeah,
stay alive with me because he is why, I'm making all these things happen because of his help and assistance and all his amazing layout work. I have another team member that she does the actual publishing, pushing it through Amazon. Because I don't know how to do that part either. I don't know how to, make it.
my book. I'm
Yeah, like
learn this stuff, because I'm just gonna help the next person.
exactly. I can't wait to see you, girl. Listen, we about to be each other's twin sisters. I'm gonna call it twin sisters. That's my code name for you.
Okay.
Okay, and we about to do some stuff. When I come to Atlanta, I want some panels and like we about to really work. We about to really work because it ain't gonna always be in the middle of a pandemic, whatever. And I'm about to get back on this road and do some stuff.
Mhm.
Georgia, Atlanta, Georgia is on my list of places to come back to. Because when I came out there and met Shay Cross, she came and picked me up from my hotel. And that's how we met.
I remember y'all did the interview in the car. I
Right. Hold on, Stacks. Hold on 1 second, okay? Sorry, I gotta. I'm gonna take this call real quick. Yeah, we did the interview in the car. Girl, it got over 2,000, 2K likes on that that interview was out the roof, okay?
Mm-hmm.
Out the roof. It was so insane. But yeah, crazy, 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 crazy. She's amazing. She has been connecting me with so many things. I want to come to Atlanta soon. Like, I'm talking about
Oh,
hopefully the top of the year or something.
hopefully everything will be back to normal soon. If not, I'm just getting really virtual, around these parts.
Exactly. We're gonna keep it virtual. Exactly. We need to do this anyway and keep this incorporated into our new, phase of our careers and stuff because this is where it's at. The power is in the push of a button, honey. The
Yes.
push of a button.
And
So,
guess
mama, let me get off of here. We've been past the hour. We've been
oh,
past the hour. Look, we just sister girl talking because we twins and we making it happen, okay, as entrepreneurs on this live podcast. I appreciate you so much for
likewise.
being a part of this podcast today. You have inspired me. Thank you so much, sister, for doing what you do every single day. And you be blessed, okay?
Likewise, you too. Thank you so much again. Have a blessed week.
Definitely. Send me your information ASAP because I want to take care of this post office situation.
I'm
Okay?
sending now. Take care.
Okay, God bless you.
Likewise.
Bye. All right, y'all. That was the Queen G Live experience. We are at the end of our show. Thank you so much. She was a bomb guest. Bomb guest. Amazing. Amazing. Right out of Atlanta, Georgia. Y'all don't want to miss none of these shows. And remember, I got a celebrity special guest that's going to blow you away Wednesday night. I need everybody that's anybody that has followed me, been a part of this journey. I need y'all all to tune in, okay, on Wednesday evening. Don't miss Wednesday evening on the Queen G Live Experience. It's going to be 7 p.m. PST, 9 p.m. Central Standard Time, and EST, 10 o'clock. Y'all don't miss that show. I'm telling you, you're going to be mad if you miss that show. All right, y'all. Peace. This your girl, Queen G of Queen G Live Experience. I'm checking out, y'all. Have a good day. Bye.